Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture, and welcome to my stop on the Whimsy Stamps I Spy with My Crafty Eye Hop and Giveaway. Today we are going to be featuring the Penguin Pals and Penguin Pals Pizzazz dies, and our challenge is to make something different. So these were essentially created to make penguins or baby chicks. But like I said, our challenge is to visualize these with different eyes, crafty eyes, and make something different. So I went ahead and I just die cut everything in white. I cut my dies apart and I wanted to see them out of context. So what do those little mounds look like? Could they be mountains? Could they be crags in maybe a caveman scene? Or can that be a monkey? Can they be astronauts? Can the earmuffs be headphones? What could this be? Like, all I see with this, I don't see much. Anyway, you get the idea. You take all the different pieces and you repurpose them to create some kind of different critter or something. For us, it was particularly critters. So while we look at my panda family, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the hop. So as I said, I'm participating in the Whimsy Stamps I Spy with My Crafty Eye hop and giveaway. Now each stop is sharing a project featuring the Whimsy Stamps Penguin Pals and Penguin Pal Pizzazz dies, plus other products, of course, that we'll cover throughout the video, and we'll have everything linked and listed downstairs. So you want to be sure to hop along to each stop for a chance to win a $100 gift card to Whimsy Stamp. Back to the card. So like I said, I die cut everything out in white. Now you could die cut in pattern paper or colored paper or whatever you want. And again, try to see these with different eyes. Like, is there a monkey? Is there an orangutan? Could there be maybe a koala? Or could you somehow make it into an alligator or a dog? Or could it be a cat? You know, I mean, for us, our challenge was to keep it to all of these pieces, but you could add different pieces, you know, from other parts or from other die sets. You could stamp on them. I mean, really, guys, the sky is the limit. So these little pieces that I'm coloring right now are intended to be the earmuffs, the fluffy earmuffs, but I'm going to use them as the furry eye sockets around the little panda eyes, because you know they have the black around their eyes, and also their furry little ears. So I did their mouths in black, but over here on the right, I use this barely there pink to do the inside of the mouth, and then I forgot the nose. So of course here we go with the nose there on the bottom left. And I also do some barely there pink for her cheeks here in a little bit. Now I wanted my little girl to be sassy. I wanted her to have some traits of mama and some traits of daddy, but I wanted her to be like a sassy tween, right? How they kind of dress in costumes as they're trying to figure out their style. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this little panda girl. So back to the hop. So once again, you want to hop along to each stop for a chance to win $100 gift cards. That's right. Again, there's $100 gift cards up for grabs this month from the Whimsy Stamps online shop. So of course it's sponsored by Whimsy, and one winner will be chosen via YouTube random comment picker, as we usually do. So you want to be sure to subscribe and leave a comment on each stop along the hop. That's key, guys. Make sure that you go to each stop, like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Now if I miss anything, I'll be sure to put it downstairs in the description box, but for now, back to the project. So since this is all about creativity and seeing things completely anew other than what they were originally intended for, you could use anything you want for that mouth, or you could leave it as is to have that big white toothy grin, or you could use a circle. You could use anything you want. You are not limited. And the same for the eyes. So here you can see that my little eye socket is wonky, so thankfully I used some wet glue, so I had some wiggle room and I could fix it. And in the end, I decided to go with googly eyes, but you could use, there are several different sizes of circles and dots that come in this die set. You could draw it on. You could use googly eyes. Like I said, you could use stickers. You could do whatever you wanted. Now, once I put the pink on her cheeks, it was a little bit harsh, so I just came in with a blender pen, just blending it out a little bit just to soften it up. And here you can see that her right ear is a little bit higher than her left ear. And then I remembered her nose, so there's her nose. And here's where that higher ear gets covered up. Now, depending on what pieces you use for the ears for your critters and where you place them, that kind of determines or helps to determine the animal that you're going to make or the critter that you're going to make. If they're longer and kind of further down on the head, you can have like a lop-eared doggy or something along those lines. So as I'm making her top hat, first I want to say that these are made out of felt. I don't know if you know that you can die cut felt, you can do chipboard, you can do fabric, burlap, all kinds of different mediums you can use for your dies. So don't limit yourself to cardstock. And here I was going to do her bow actually in just a red felt, and I had it cut out, but then I liked the glitter so much for the glasses that I decided I'd give her a glitter bow too. And I think the glitter bow is perfect. That adds to her sassiness. And then Mama has silver kind of holographic glasses, and baby girl here is going to have same glasses, smaller size, in the red sparkle as you can see up there. Now I do pop the glasses up on just a little bit of foam, teeny tiny pieces of foam. So that wasn't fun to do, but it's well worth it. So I have used action wobblers on all of my critters. So you just peel off that release paper, and there's one side that has a little bit thicker piece of plastic, and I always put the thick piece onto the project, the thinner piece onto my image or whatever it is that I want to wobble. And I use that little bit of wet glue, as I always do, to make sure that I have that wiggle room. All right, so as I mentioned, you want to hop along to every stop along the hop. There are not very many of us, so it won't take too long. But you want to make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment, and all of that will put you in the running for the $100 gift card to the Whimsy Stamps online store. So everything, like I said, will be listed downstairs, but the contest ends on Monday, January 30th at 11:59 p.m. The announcement will be made on February 1st, so you want to make sure that you go back to the Whimsy Stamps channel and look under the description box for this particular hop. You want to make sure that you do that. You don't have a whole lot of time to get entered into this, so you want to make sure that you move fast. And I thank you for joining us on this I Spy with My Crafty Eye hop and giveaway. Here she is in all of her glory. You see her googly eyes. I added a little heart or a little bow down there at the bottom so that her words would be like everybody else's, and I added some trim and a fancy little button that matches nothing, but isn't that kind of how tweens and preteens kind of dress themselves. They just like what they like, and it doesn't matter if it matches. And there's Mama. You can see that background is similar but different, and Daddy's is different as well. Now he does have the whole body. His head kept wanting to fall back, so I put layers of foam tape. I did not adhere them to the base, otherwise he wouldn't be moving around. But I put those layers just to kind of give him some support. And coming up next is Baby. Has a little bit of Mama with the glasses, a little bit of Daddy with the mustache and the bow that they both have. And I just think he's adorable. Now the sticks that he's holding up his glasses and his mustache with are actually canes to go with the top hat from the accessory kit. So I thought those were really cute. So how could you repurpose those in a million different ways, right? So here is my whole sweet panda family, Mama, Daddy, Baby, and sister. So thank you for joining me today while I made her on screen. Let me know downstairs how you think you might be able to repurpose these dies. What do you see when you look at them? I know right now it's hard to see anything besides a panda. But in the beginning, it was hard for us to see anything besides penguins and chicks. So again, I encourage you, if you get them, take all of your pieces and die cut everything out in one color. It doesn't have to be white, but one color, and then that way you can see them out of context, and you're able to kind of repurpose them or recreate them. Think about scenes, think about people, think about, I don't know, machinery, vehicles, whatever, because it's all about the creativity. So I thank you for joining me while I flex my creative muscles. Make sure you check the description box below for all the details on the hop. I would not want you to miss out on anything. And until next time, guys, this has been Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Mwah! I'm out.